I've always loved the saying that every villain is a hero of their own story. So watching the trailers for films like Trap and the upcoming Joker 2 reminded me that it can be quite fascinating when the bad guy is the main lead in the movie. Now, Trap is from director M. Night Shyamalan and stars Josh Hartnett as a loving father and serial killer trying to escape the law. So it kind of got me thinking about films where the bad guy is the main character. So here are 6 of my favorites. Now, first up is a classic Scarface that scores Al Pacino in one of his most iconic roles as a Cuban immigrant to the United States who chases and achieves the American dream of money, power, and respect by becoming Miami's biggest drug dealer. Not the best role model, but it's such an amazing character that we all end up loving him. Next up is Nightcrawler. Now, Jake Gyllenhaal plays a photojournalist who rushes to crime scenes and seeks out morbid and violent footage to sell to the highest bidder in terms of news stations. Now, Jake is fantastic in this role as this morally reprehensible character who falls deeper into this horrible behavior. Now, next up is Star Wars, the original 6 movies, so the original 3 plus the prequel 3. Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking that this series is actually about Luke Skywalker. But think about it. His father, Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, is the only character in all 6 of those movies. The only human character anyway. So this is actually Darth Vader's story, from his childhood to his path to evil, and eventually his redemption by saving his son's life before he died. The Wolf of Wall Street from Martin Scorsese is another film with a lovable rogue as the main character. Leonardo DiCaprio plays a Wall Street stockbroker in the 1980s who devises a system to rip people off by convincing them to invest in stock that's actually going to fail. His company basically stole from the rich and everybody else to give to themselves. It's quite scary to think that it's actually based on a true story, but I guess not that surprising considering it did occur in the Reagan era of greed is good of the 1980s. Now moving on, the Joker is one of the best known villains in the whole entire world. A true agent of chaos and violence. So making a film about his origins could have been a tough sell, especially with no Batman to play off against. But Joaquin Phoenix did such an amazing job of making this character not only real and believable, but sympathetic to the audience, while still maintaining the chaos, madness, and violence. With such a massive hit, sequels due out in October. And my last pick is quite left field. Pain and Gain is an action comedy from director Michael Bay. It's about 3 bodybuilders who devise a plan to achieve their American dream through kidnapping, extortion, and murder. It stars Mark Wahlberg, Anthony Mackie, and Dwayne Johnson. But they are very, very far from criminal masterminds. And their terrible plans, or should I say lack of plans, lead to horrific but hilarious consequences. Again, another one based on actual true story, if you can believe it or not. So those are 6 of my favourite movies about bad guys. Let me know in the comments if you've got any that you love or you think I should have included. And let's hope Trap and The Joker 2 are both fantastic bad guy movies. This is your boy Mr. E. We talk film. Until next time.